Chapter 768. Dude, are you leaving or not? The passenger behind Wilbur huffed in annoyance. Wilbur shot him a glare before getting off the plane. The man behind got a fright from the icy gaze and quickly readjusted himself. Who the fuck do you think you're scaring, huh? I'll beat you up the next time I see you. Wilbur left the airport and headed straight for Sea Lake Island. Upon inspecting Chester and Zeke's conditions and making sure their lives were not in danger, Wilbur looked at everyone else. Farron, Elsa, Eileen, Lily, Skylar, Ryder, and the rest looked nothing but solemn. Who is she? Wilbur asked coldly. Eileen frowned. One of the Kiwanis Club elders, Angie Zito. Did you happen to kill a man Lily was with on your mission at the borders? Yes, I did. That's it then. The guy you killed was probably Angie's only son, Jarvis Zito. Well, she can take it up with me all she wants. I was the one who killed her son, not anyone else. She crossed the line by kidnapping Faye, Wilbur said, his gaze flashing murderously. Eileen sighed. This old hag's been known for holding grudges and her ruthless ways of taking revenge. You met her son, so I'm sure you know what I mean. Wilbur said nothing, but he thought about Jarvis. That man had been nothing but evil and ruthless, disrespectful and wildly vicious. Wilbur figured that had to come from somewhere. You're right, said Wilbur. That's fine, though. All these people are going to die. Right. Where is she? Ryder stood up at once, his expression stern as usual. I've been granted access to the Skynet integration system from the higher-ups. Angie Zito is near the eastern city outskirts, but there aren't any cameras there. We also haven't dared to do anything because she has Miss Eve. Good job. That'll be enough. I'm going, so save Faye first. Wilbur turned to leave after that. Eileen stood up to face the crowd, stand guard over the place. I'll go with him. Everyone else nodded. They knew that Eileen was the only one fit enough to help Wilbur, and the rest of them would only be a burden if they went along. Staying put was the best option. Just then, Wilbur leaped into the air. Uncaring about exposing his whereabouts, he made his way across the city by jumping from one skyscraper to another. Upon reaching the eastern outskirts, Wilbur channeled his spirit energy before spreading it around him. His spirit energy was still not strong enough to cover all of Cedartown at once, but he was able to search through a selective area. Besides, a powerful cultivator like Angie would be all the easier to detect. Wilbur was certain that he would be able to find her in no time. Over at the old house, Faye was now covered in wounds, her clothes torn and tattered. Her body was filled with charred whip marks, and there was hardly any skin intact. The whip from the spell sphere was not just a physical attack, it also scorched the surface of its target. The flames lighting up the whip were freezing cold instead of hot, and they nearly froze Faye's soul. Faye had fallen unconscious several times, just to be shocked awake from the pain of new lashes. Truth be told, she would have given up a long time ago had she not believed that Wilbur would be able to save her. Angie stared at Faye's half-dead body strung up in mid-air with a cruel smile on her face. Enjoy the pain, young lady. It's the last thing you'll feel before you die, after all. Angie snarled, letting out a raucous peal of laughter as she watched on.